Are you tired of the 9 to 5 grind and dreaming of financial freedom through freelance or part-time work? What if you could build a stable financial future while being your own boss? Well, in today's video, we're diving into how to manage your finances in the gig economy and make freelance or part-time work actually work for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm thrilled to have you. In today's video, we're talking all about managing your finances in the gig economy, a world where freelancing, part-time jobs, and side hustles are becoming the norm. It's exciting, it's flexible, but it can also feel a little overwhelming when it comes to handling your money. So, whether you're working as a freelancer, starting a side hustle, or juggling multiple part-time gigs, I'm going to share some key tips on how to manage your finances effectively and thrive in this new way of working. First, let's talk about tracking your income. This is one of the most crucial parts of freelancing or part-time work, but it's often overlooked. Unlike a regular job with a set salary, your income in the gig economy can fluctuate month to month. You might have great months where you make more money than you expected, but then a slow month hits, and it can feel like everything just stops. That's why tracking your income is so important. It helps you stay on top of things and prevents any surprises when you look at your bank account. You can use budgeting apps like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or even a good old spreadsheet to track every payment you receive. It's essential to have a clear picture of how much you're actually earning, what your average monthly income is, and how your gigs are evolving. By tracking your income, you can start noticing patterns. For example, maybe you make more in the summer months or have a higher income after completing certain projects. Knowing this will help you plan ahead and set realistic goals. Now, let's talk about creating a flexible budget. You might be wondering, how do I create a budget if my income isn't always the same? That's a valid question, and it's a little trickier than just plugging numbers into a simple spreadsheet. But don't worry, it's definitely doable. The key is to create a budget that can adjust with your varying income. First, prioritize your fixed expenses like rent, utilities, and car payments. These are the things you must pay every month, regardless of how much you're earning. After you've accounted for those, look at your variable expenses. Things like groceries, entertainment, transportation, and other lifestyle costs. Here's the trick. When you're having a high income month, consider allocating some extra money to savings or paying off any debt. On slower months, you can cut back on some non-essential spending to make sure you're still able to cover everything. Another great way to stay on top of a fluctuating budget is by setting up an emergency fund. Building an emergency fund is especially important when you're working in the gig economy. Without the safety net of a full-time job, it's essential to have some savings set aside for unexpected events, whether it's a slow work period or a personal emergency. Your goal should be to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. I know this can sound like a lot, especially when you're just starting out, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. You'll sleep better at night, knowing that even if business slows down for a month or two, you've got enough money to keep going. Plus, having an emergency fund will keep you from feeling pressured to take every gig that comes your way, giving you the freedom to be more selective with your work. Setting aside money for taxes is something that a lot of new freelancers or gig workers overlook. And trust me, you do not want to be caught off guard when tax season rolls around. When you're working as a freelancer or part-time worker, you're considered self-employed, which means you're responsible for paying your own taxes. Unlike traditional jobs where taxes are automatically deducted from your paycheck, you need to set aside money for both federal and state taxes, as well as self-employment tax. I recommend setting aside at least 25 to 30% of your income for taxes. This can be tough, especially if your income is unpredictable, but it's important to plan ahead. One great strategy is to set up a separate savings account for taxes and deposit that percentage every time you get paid. This way, you're not scrambling to come up with the money when your taxes are due. Another tip is to make quarterly tax payments. This can help reduce the burden during tax season and keep you ahead of the game. Automating your savings is another smart way to manage your finances. It might sound too easy, but trust me, it works. Automation is a game changer when it comes to staying consistent with saving and investing. The idea is simple. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account into your savings account, or if you're able, into an investment account. You can automate your emergency fund, retirement fund, or just regular savings. By automating your savings, you're paying yourself first before any bills or expenses come out. This means you're less likely to dip into your savings for unnecessary purchases. Plus, over time, those small, consistent deposits add up, and before you know it, you've built a solid savings cushion. Finally, let's talk about planning for retirement. In a traditional job, you likely have a 401k where you contribute a percentage of your income, and your employer might even match your contributions. But in the gig economy, you don't have that option. This means it's on you to create your own retirement plan. Luckily, there are several retirement accounts available for freelancers and part-time workers, such as a Roth IRA or CP IRA. Both are excellent options for building retirement savings, with different benefits depending on your income level. A Roth IRA, for example, allows you to invest after-tax money and your earnings grow tax-free. A SEP IRA allows you to contribute more money each year, which can be a huge advantage if you have a higher income one year and want to maximize your savings. Start contributing to these accounts as soon as possible, even if it's a small amount at first. The earlier you start, the more time your investments have to grow. If you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers, and with your support, we can make that happen. By subscribing, you'll get more practical tips on managing your finances, budgeting, and making smart financial decisions in today's economy. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. The gig economy offers incredible freedom, but it also requires a smart approach to managing your finances. By tracking your income, creating a flexible budget, setting aside money for taxes, building an emergency fund, and planning for retirement, you'll be well on your way to financial success in this new economy. Remember, the key is to stay organized, be proactive, and take control of your finances. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're currently working in the gig economy or thinking about transitioning, I'd love to hear your experiences. What challenges have you faced in managing your finances, and what strategies have worked for you? Drop a comment below, and I'll be sure to respond. Until next time, keep hustling smart and managing your money like a pro.